Okay, so today we're asking people, is social media ruining relationships? And OnlyFans.
I think it's a nightmare, OnlyFans, because it's so accessible, and a lot of young girls, my daughter's age, are getting into it as a I don't know whether you call it a career or not. I mean, I thought OnlyFans was taking pictures of you in your underwear. I remember when I was a young girl, they used to have a thing called FHM, which was just basically a picture of you in a magazine. That was scrapped. But now girls are able to go onto the internet and put very pornographic stuff on there.
Yeah.
And some girls are sending it to guys for free. So men don't need to work at a relationship. They don't need to try. There's Tinder. They can just swipe. They just don't need to work or put effort into anything. And they think these days they can just have what they want when they want.
Instant, like, gratification.
Yeah,
Do
yeah.
you think marriages will even be a thing in 10 years' time?
Probably not. I'm a woman in nearly 50, and I've lived on my own for a long time. I don't really want to be in a relationship, and I think a lot of women are feeling that way now. But that is probably because we can just go out on a date with a guy if we want one. But you're not getting that wholesome love that you should be getting. But would I trust a man? Have I been in relationships where men have swiped? Yeah.
That's the world that we're in, unfortunately. We are in you just said it, a swipe world. And that's why I'm asking the question, because I think the reality is I don't know if relationships, especially like marriages and stuff like that, last with the way social media is going. But it was an awesome answer. Thanks so much. Thank you.
I think sometimes like feeling so like robotic, like by the 30th, you know, like when we're getting on a bit, I've got like a routine of like how we're going to do this. And like, it just, sometimes you'd like disassociate and be like, you know, like it's not like normal things at all. In my head right now, I can think of like 5, 6 guys, 10 guys that I remember. And that's it. But it's just, I don't know, it's just weird, isn't it? Like, if I didn't have the videos, I wouldn't have known I've done 100, you know? But yeah. I think that was kind of the hard part, is like conversing with them, and like when they'd kind of be like, oh, like we've only had 2 minutes or 3 minutes and you said 5 on the message.
Did someone say that to you?
Yeah. And obviously it just makes me feel so bad.
Do you think
This horrific story is in constant circulation, and there's a clear reason for that. Let's just give it a dose of perspective. An NFL team has 11 players on the field for each team. That's already a lot of people in a 100-yard space. So basically, what this woman did was call in everyone else, offense, defense, and special teams, opened wide, and said have at it within 24 hours. You heard it from the clip. Her CPU was fried after number 5. She said, or 6, but that's just a crazy level of rationalization for something. Honestly, I couldn't imagine a work of fiction. God, there are so many words I wish I could say, but this ain't Rumble. The comments are, it was your choice, don't cry. Pitiful and disgusting. Sounds like something you would not want your own daughter to go through. Or anyone else, really. This is inhuman. There should be an app which you can pull out the information of females like this when they retire and hunt for a good man to settle down. It's to protect these innocent good men. I've been saying this for years. At this point, there needs to be a Yelp review. But you know what's a better idea? Walk away. Her soul looks so broken and dead inside. I don't feel sorry for her at all. No mercy. Suffer the consequences of your actions. I just feel sorry more for her family. It's just sad. Next clip.
Are there any older men who like single moms in their 30s?
No.
Well, there are Chads and Tyrones that'll have the one-night run. Other than that, you're cooked. But you knew that. They all knew that. And they just don't want to acknowledge it. Fourth wave feminism, whether it's the peak or the finale, has to be the worst thing to happen to humanity since the Black Plague. Roided up on social media, there's literally no way people can avoid this crap without throwing their smartphones into the river. The reaction that this dude has was priceless. Quick, concise, but everything down to my bones tells me this summoned rage from those hitting the wall. So grab your cups, people. Let's read. But you're old and you don't have any hair and you're probably not in shape, so what makes you a catch? Oh hey, look, I called it. Not me. I dated a single mom years ago, was really lucky to get out of that one unscathed. Never again. At least you learned your lesson. 20s or 40s, avoid women in the 30s, especially single moms. Better yet, work hard and find other opportunities. The West is a game of roulette. Prior to being married, I preferred single moms. Kids are great. The moms have a family attitude. They weren't big on drinking or going out. Someone call the number. This one is questionable. Moving on.
I am not a man, but there is no man in this household, and things still need to get done. I've got my hammer and my nail. I'm not even tall enough. What the fuck? I'm gonna put a pair of heels on. The heels are on. Let's try this again. Oh my god. I'm still not fucking tall enough. What am I gonna do? Fuck.
That laugh. I don't know about you, made me want to buy earplugs, take a slow drive to the Grand Canyon, and you get the picture. Regardless, there are a couple of elements in this short clip that play into the little theme we have going here. First off, this basic twinkly light system every woman insists on having is getting ridiculous. You're not in a fairy tale world, Jessica. You live with your mom, and I'm convinced you're going to burn the house down. Second, every quote instructional video these chicks make, although meant to be funny and quirky, screams of desperation. Third, God, it's got to be that laugh again. Shut it all down. Please, dear God. The comments here are, maybe some tighter pants will help. She's really trying. Did you get all the attention you needed? Yep, but not the attention she wanted. Maybe get a taller ladder or try tighter pants? Alright, it looks like we're narrowing down on another theme here. Why is she so loud? Damn. We need to develop a volume button. Call the bear. You know, men that are single have to do everything in their house, and they don't say, there's no woman in this house, but things still need to get done before they wash dishes or fold the laundry. Great point. That's a gold star for you. Next clip.
So I was just trying to record a video of me like saying that I didn't need a man to like help me hang something on the wall, and it's this round mirror. Here, I'll show you my setup. Okay, so this is like the setup. Like I had everything out, right? Like that's the mirror I'm gonna hang up, and I wanted to hang it right here, and I measured it out and everything. I was doing well. I was doing very well, and then I realized that the mirror is like really heavy, so I have to, I don't know if they're called like anchors or something, but like I need an anchor. But anyways, I don't know. I thought that I knew what I was doing, and then I had to take the drill out, and then there's nothing in there, and I can't get anything in there. I don't know. I guess I do need a man.
Alone, mediocre, prideful, incompetent. Am I missing any? Let me know. Guys, honestly, the drill here could act as a metaphor for everything women try to take and use for their own benefit. It could apply to the jobs they constantly lose. It could be the paychecks from those jobs they always throw away. It could be the homes they take from exes that they let fall into disarray, or the children they insisted on raising alone that often end up behind bars. The point is that anything masculine, which is everything useful, women have no idea how to use. Here are the top comments. Next time, please tell your father to use condom for a better tomorrow. Yikes. At least she's honest about it. No. Basic life skills is not a gender thing. Just Google it and learn. Some women are excellent builders. It's about exposure, education, and experience. Lay off the juice, buddy. You just need to learn a few really basic things or a quick search on YouTube. There are millions of tutorials about everything you want. Okay, why are we trying to teach her here? She's a woman. You'd have an easier time teaching gorillas sign language. Whatever. Next.
I just got home and had the realization that all my friends, like my age, are at home, like making their families dinner and tucking their kids in, and I'm probably forever just gonna be the big tittied aunt who never settles down and goes.
Nice try sliding a compliment to yourself in the middle of a rant that has actual repercussions. I don't think I need to spell it out for anyone here, but the woman in this clip is clearly proud of the position she's put herself in. She describes a future full of loneliness and despair, one that will eventually compel her family to stop inviting her for the holidays and will leave her penniless, and yet she insists on making the whole thing about her and her superficial view of the world around her. Is anyone shocked? Absolutely not. The comments are, it's hard to settle down when you're constantly getting passed around the truck stop for $5.99 a month. Brilliant. Well said. Sometimes easy money can lead to a tough life. Yes, sir. Preach that. Gotta choose between selling your image or a family. No respectable man wants a woman who's all over the internet. Best wishes, though. Yo, what? Best wishes? Well, if you keep promoting yourself like that, then yeah. Has to be patient to pick the right guy, though, to settle down with. Settling down with the wrong guy can waste a lot of time. Dear God, man, get a hold of yourself. Next clip.
I'm a little bit afraid that I have developed a sense of feeling like I am better than my husband over the course of our relationship. And this has recently come out in one of our fights just the other day. That's why I called. So for the background information, we've been married for 3 years. We've been together for about 8 years. We met at college, and I finished with a 4 years degree in chemistry, and he tried to do a 4 years in mechanical engineering, and he struggled through that pretty badly. So the first 4 years of our relationship were that of him having a hard time getting through that coursework and just trying to finish. And after about 4.5 years of that, he wasn't able to finish. It just wasn't going to happen. So he dropped out, which was really hard for him. And then we got married shortly after that. And since then, we've had a string of jobs for him that haven't really been working out. He's not very happy at any of these jobs. And now he's working part-time and doing a program online. And it looks like he's found something that he really loves, which is great. But it's a hard industry to get into. And it might take a long time for something stable to come out of it. So I have been having these recurring feelings of back when we were kind of in college of, oh, this isn't going to work.
So she, for 8 years, expected the relationship to go up in flames? Got it. Honestly, this is just another double standard to add to the endless list. When a woman goes from job to job, which she shouldn't be doing anyway, the man in society is supposed to look at that as a hero's journey against trials and general adversity. But when a man is in the same position, he's adrift, unreliable. What's wrong with society? The woman here is making it seem like she's been patient, but she never encouraged him. We all know that this guy has spent the last decade of his life with someone in the corner questioning every move and providing nothing other than doubt. Here are some comments. So he's got zero support his whole relationship. Bingo. We have a winner. She's already out the door. She already met someone at work that's planting the seed. She's done with that situation already. Right again, people. We're on a roll. Women can't love unconditionally. 3 for 3. Nah, she's valid. She's given this dude 8 years to figure it out, and all he does is talk with no emotion. Man or woman, this is a very unattractive trait. And we lost it. Dude, she hasn't given him time to figure anything out. She's been an anchor his entire adult life. So that man has been on his own the whole time. At least it ends with honesty. Next clip.
I was sitting in a cafe having a coffee, and a man sat next to me. No problem. He seemed nice, cute. We were having good conversation. I was like, all right. Universe, everything's seemingly fine. And then unprovoked, he says, are you 39? Are you 39? I said, that's a very specific question to ask. And he says, well, I can tell you haven't gotten any Botox or filler yet like all the other girls. And he says, please don't get Botox or fillers like all the other girls. Even though you are getting those fine lines and wrinkles already. I said, am I? He said, yes, and the only reason you have those right now is because you're just dehydrated. Your skin is just dehydrated. You're probably really dry right now. And I said, that's just amazing because it's like you're a psychic, or better yet, actually a master manifester, because as soon as you said it, it's like you created it. Like as soon as you said it, I was like, wow, I don't know what I was before, but right now I am so dry right now. Like poof, right into existence. And that's a special skill.
So he won? The comments are, he was trying to make you feel insecure about your looks. No way. You look great for 39. Nice. 39? How could that man think that? To me, you look like you're in your 20s. Says the woman who's 39. The only times I ask a woman her age is demographic research or if I am interested to see if she's old enough, 30 plus, or I politely take my leave. Okay. Sorry, a man talked to you in a coffee shop? This would never happen in the UK, thank God. Wonder why. Moving on.
So you think I need therapy?
I know you need therapy.
Okay.
I think we all need therapy, but it takes a certain level of humility to admit it. And if you can't admit it, then, well, you definitely need therapy.
Okay.
Okay,
sure.
And why do you think she needs? I know you said everyone needs it, but why are you telling her specifically that you think she needs it?
Well, I think we're all giving a bit of constructive criticism, and it seems like you're taking it harshly, which means you have a level of insecurity that needs to be talked with a third party.
I think you're too into that because I don't need therapy. I'm fine. I'm not insecure. I'm very secure with myself, but that's your opinion, and it's okay.
Thank you for proving my point.
I feel like sometimes men, like when you're too confident, they think like it's a problem for them, and it's fine.
Okay to be insecure.
But I'm
it's
not.
Okay.
So you don't know me. You just see me 2 seconds ago.
Look, insecurity is something we all struggle with.
Okay.
And the fact that you can't admit that means that you haven't been able to work past it.
Okay.
And you're already proving to me that it's going to take work to communicate with you because you're not listening to me.
Okay, doctor, you got a card? I'll call you after the show, and you can give me a session.
You can take my Instagram.
Sure.
And did I mention I was a doctor, or you just called me that?
I feel like you said doctor, but okay.
Yeah. So this is a great opportunity for you to learn that communication can be had without getting defensive. And we can talk to each other like adults and work through our troubles in the same way I have and in the same way you need to.
I love the fact that she's about to pop. Pretty funny. Here are the comments. Just because you talk calm and slow does not mean you are right. But he is. She definitely needs therapy. He's making a lot of assumptions and coming to some conclusions without a lot of data. Yo, did you watch the clip? Her body language doesn't show confidence. Dude in the back is enjoying this so much. As are we. Next clip.
You see a household that's super out of order, typically the woman is imposing her will on the man. Because women typically, because women, I mean, you can't be in order if she's doing OnlyFans, right? Now we have a society where men and women have been told we're equal, right? And we have an equal say, you just have to find a balance, etc., whatever. And the issue with that is ever since we've gotten power, what's happened? We've left our husbands, we've gotten into all this debt, we've gone on OnlyFans, all this shit, right? So that tells me women, we don't make wise decisions on our own. But we've been told that we do, and we really don't. We've been told that we're smarter, and we're really not. And I think that leaves us to live in delusion, when I think you're supposed to trust the guy you have kids with to follow his judgment. If you were at work and every time your boss wanted to make a decision you argued, that would never work. Right? So we'll give the best of us to our boss, but we won't give it to the person we're having a family with. It's backwards.
Truth. Here are the top comments. Real independent with your other single friends, LMAO, start a club. Okay, some women can be smarter than men, but just because you're intelligent doesn't mean you'll make good decisions. Women do not respect men and destroy them for sport after taking everything. Children and grandparents suffer as well because of the female power move. Women base decisions on emotions and feelings, which is a very dangerous starting point. And she's also right regarding women in the workplace. They will put up with things from their bosses that they'd never put up with from their husbands. They will seek out attention and validation from their bosses while disrespecting their husbands. Story after story of these same women cheating on their husbands with their bosses. Somebody make it make sense. We tried, and it's not worth it. And if you made it to the end of this video, I want to say I appreciate you. So don't forget to hit that like button, drop a comment to have a chance to be featured, and hit that sub button to approve of our message. And we now have an official second channel, Man Guide Reacts. Link is down in the description. We got fresh content, going to be trying some new stuff over there, so subscribe to that for new content. I appreciate all the continued support, and I want to wish you all tremendous success. See ya in the next one.